So this is Lotus Field combo in Pioneer. Now what this deck is effectively trying to do is simple. Basically, they're attempting to capitalize on the mana that Lotus Field produces by untapping it and tapping it a whole bunch with things like Hidden Strings and Vizier of Tumbling Sands, and Pour Over Pages for that matter if you have multiple Lotus Fields, to draw a bunch of cards, get a bunch of mana, to eventually either Emergent Ultimatum for a bunch of cards that do really similar things, to eventually Dark Petition with Spell Mastery in order to grab Approach the Second Sun, cast Approach the Second Sun, and then cast Dark Petition again, or draw Approach the Second Sun out of our deck and win the game. That's a long and short of what we're attempting to do. Now, the way to get there, it can be kind of hard. So we're going to go over all of these cards. A lot of the cards in our mana base are just like mana producing lands. We have Boseiju and Otawara as spell lands, which are kind of cool because we can grab them with Archdruid's Charm. But the things I really wanted to focus on were Lotus Field and Thespian Stage. So Lotus Field, it is hexproof, which is nice. It can't be destroyed. It enters tapped, and when it enters, sacrifice 2 lands, and you can tap to add 3 mana of any one color. So the default mode of this deck is turn 1, play a land, turn 2, play a land, maybe cast a spell, turn 3, Lotus Field, sack the 2 lands, and now I have this thing that I can untap and get a bunch of mana from. However, you can then play Thespian Stage, where you can pay 2 mana and have it become a copy of target land, and you can have it become a copy of Lotus Field without sacrificing lands, because when it becomes a copy, it doesn't necessarily enter.